What's up, savages? Today I want to talk to you about the importance of focusing on yourself and why this will lead you to success. Have you ever been in those reoccurring patterns? Like you keep getting your heart broken, or your coaches, all of them, they just hate you. Maybe it's your bosses. Your boss he doesn't like you. He just gives the other people the promotion because he just has something against you. We must take responsibility for these things so that we can take all the power back and that we can change the future. So we can see the red flags. We can see what we might be doing wrong while we might be portraying that laziness or that lack of effort. Now I understand there's some situations where it might not be your fault. But we have to know and have the self-worth to get out of those situations. That's where becoming worthy comes to my mind. You are already worthy. You are worthy of great health. You are worthy of great relationships. You are worthy of prosperity. But we have to determine that self-worth so that we don't keep getting taken advantage of by everybody else. We have to build the self-esteem and the self-confidence so that we can take the big action steps, so that we can have a leap of faith and go after our goals. And all it is just realizing that you are worthy and forgetting about the past mistakes, the past failures, and the past mishaps that you've had. You are already worthy, and focusing on yourself will allow you to realize this. Will allow you to realize what's really for you and what's really not. And you'll have the positivity and the energy to go in whatever direction because you know you'll be okay. So really it's being selfish with your time, with your energy. But this leads to unselfishness. Selfishly unselfish or unselfishly selfish, I don't really care. Because as we're building ourselves up, we're going to give that energy back to other people. Stick around to the end so you can listen to me talk about the law of vibration and get real nerdy on you. So focusing on yourself leads to self-reflection. You're going to reflect on those past failures, those lessons that you should have learned the first time you experienced something, instead of letting it happen a second time and a third time and a fourth time. Once you realize the lessons, we can disrupt those patterns. And now we're not always living paycheck to paycheck because we're learning from the mistakes. Oh, buying these material things don't really make me feel any better in the long run. Maybe having a secure bank account might make me feel a little bit better. Maybe going to the gym and exercising might make me feel healthier. I don't know. It might give me more energy. I might sleep better. Who knows? Self-reflection will also allow you to stop being a people pleaser. Being able to say no when you really don't want to do something because you know yourself that doesn't really give you energy. It doesn't charge you up. When you're giving all your energy to things that are just depleting you, you have no energy to give. Think about it. If you're depleted, when you're around people, they'll see this and you'll just drain the energy out of them because you'll be pulling from them. You want to be the person that people want to be around. That's a good thing, but you can't always just go at every call. You got to be willing to put your foot down. You've got to be willing to set boundaries. Saying no is not rude, is not selfish. Because you have areas of your life that you have to protect. Your health, your relationships, your family. You have to have energy for that, for the things that you value. And then, once you fill up with energy, then all that extra energy that you have, you can pour out into other people, into other things. I think I used this analogy before, but when you're on the airplane, they always tell you, put the mask on first before you start helping your neighbor or your child. That's the same thing here. Put the gas mask on first so that you don't pass out. So that you can help your neighbor, so that you can help the people that you want to help. This self-reflection and focusing on yourself will lead you to success by figuring out who you want to help. What's important to you? How do you want to give back? Now that you're energized and vibrant, now that you're confident, how can you help? Who do you want to help? Who do you want to serve? Let's go. We're here to help, baby. Let's get it. What type of success do you want to have? Look, success can be different for every person. It should be different for everybody. Because you have different values than me. I have different values than her. Ask yourself, what's the definition of success to you? Success doesn't have to be what your dad thinks it is, what Tony Robbins thinks it is, what she thinks it is. It doesn't have to be that. It has to be what you think success is. So ask yourself, have you reached success? I know that I'm better than who I was 5 years ago. That's success to me. I'm better than who I was last year. That's success. I haven't reached the pinnacle of success, but you never will. Success is always evolving. There's a next level. Are you becoming a better version? Are you doing the things that you know you should be doing? Are you breaking old habits? Are you developing new skills, developing new habits? That's successful. You are successful. You are already successful. Don't get it twisted. You're not chasing success. You're just chasing the next levels of life. So develop your own definition of success. You can look up to other people's definitions and what they believe it is. Somebody I truly look up to, Earl Nightingale, his definition was, success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. So as long as you're going after new goals, setting them a little bit higher and achieving new things that are worthy without doing harm to anybody else, that is success. It's not how much money you have in the bank account. Not everybody values money the same way. Not everybody values health the same way. Develop your own definition of success. Don't worry about what your dad thinks. Don't worry about what Tony Robbins thinks. Develop your own definition and just let's get it. Let's go after it. You have to be you and be different. So now when I talk about focusing on yourself and trying to attract better things, remember, like energy attracts like energy. This is where I'm getting real nerdy on you. I'm going to talk about the law of vibration. The primary law to the law of attraction. If everything is energy, then what we put out, we get back. So our vibration has to do with our thoughts, feelings, and our beliefs. So like I said in the beginning, when I'm talking about those relationships that you keep getting stuck in, and then you just start saying, man, I just can't trust women. All my coaches hate me. Nobody likes me. I can't be successful. You start putting these limiting beliefs out there, that's what you're going to get back. You're going to only see opportunities to get in relationships with these people. You're only going to see opportunities to fail. Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at start to change. And that's not saying, oh, look at your house. Whoops, it's a mansion now because I wanted to. I changed my perspective. No. But over time, your life, it will start to morph into more things to be grateful for, to bigger and better things. I think about my life and how I went from an apartment to a townhouse to a house. When I didn't know how was I going to do that? I'm on this journey, a personal trainer. How am I going to afford all these things? How am I going to do it? But somehow it just continues to happen for you. There's still struggles. My vibration gets low sometimes, but I know and I believe that I'm going to succeed. So if you want to start to attract better things into your life, better relationships, better health, you have to start changing your vibration. Power up, level up, let's evolve. Because it's how you think, how you believe, how you feel, that changes your vibration. People feel this. People feel this when you got that good vibration. This is no mystery. This isn't woo-woo. This is how we feel. You can feel when you feel good. You can feel when you just feel like things are happening for you. When you're in the flow. Even the great Albert Einstein said, everything is energy. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. The way I interpret this is, if you want to be wealthy, you can't have the habits of somebody that's broke. If you want to be healthy, you have to go to the gym. You have to eat healthy. You have to drink your water. But we have to develop the habits that portray the things that we want. That puts us in the vibration to match that. That's how we start syncing up with it and we start to align with it. And then our life just starts to materialize in that way. It's not going to happen in an instant. You're not always going to be happy. But if we can focus on elevating our vibe most of the time, we'll start elevating our life. We'll start feeling better. We'll start living a little more fulfilled, doing the things that we love. And remember, I'm here to ignite your passion. Be you and be different. Peace and one love always.